Just another egregious example of the police just going completely unhinged, completely unaccountable, completely corrupted by their power. And the mayor of Seattle, Jenny Durkan, has been letting them get away with it this whole time during these protests, before, probably after. Excuse me. She needs to resign. Chief Best needs to resign, and I'm going to show you a video right here. Seattle PD dragging this mom out of her car while the 9-year-old was in there. I believe mace or pepper spray was also used on the mom. I'm not sure if it was used on the child for supposedly assaulting a police officer a couple of days ago at one of the protests. And now what I think is actually happening is that they are trying to single out protesters, when they're not in a huge group, when they're, driving in their cars or at home or whatever, to really instill fear in people, to make people fearful of going out, protesting police brutality, protesting the just absolute abuses of forces by the Seattle Police Department and police departments all across the United States, to make people think twice about getting in the streets. And it's really hugely, hugely disgusting. As this person said, cops are seeking revenge on protesters, and so disturbing. Where's the sound? Here we go. A freaking 9-year-old was in the car when the police were doing this. You know how, what kind of trauma that's gonna leave on that kid? PTSD from this shit. Seeing her mom dragged out of the car for, being a protester. Jesus Christ. I believe that was her partner, who was also, I think, in the car. You can hear the person. I'm not resisting. And it was 30 cops, to take this one person. What the fuck? What kind of message does that send to people? You protest, we're gonna send 30 cops to come chase you down and brutally, arrest you? That's that little kid right there, being, right? Being exposed to all of it. So disgusting, these cops. And look at them. Where this camera is from. This is kind of interesting. Seattle PD acting like the kind of Gestapo force, this occupying force that they are, for supposedly for her multiple counts of assaulting an officer. Woman is at King County Jail, and her attorney spoke to her this morning. This is the day Seattle Mayor banned tear gas. Enough dancing on Capitol Hill and falling for police propaganda, or copaganda as others have referred to it. Law enforcement and Mayor Jenny Durkan has gone to war with the people. Indeed, Durkan needs to resign. We need to demilitarize, defund the police, for sure. It's disgusting. Description of what was going on during the time of the arrest. One of the cops even rolls up his pant sleeve to show his wound. We have to continue to police the police, so they'll continue fabricating stories to terrorize protesters. Indeed. Yeah, well, look at that. That really, really justified just brutalizing that person, macing them, traumatizing their child. It's completely justified there, SPD. They're now towing her car from her home because she committed a crime. I mean, you can't make this shit up. It's fucking nuts, dude. And in so-called liberal progressive Seattle, that's why electing more Democrats is not the solution to the problem. Cops have too much power, too much resources. Abolish them, demilitarize, defund, use those programs for social uplift to actually address the root causes of crime. Best in things like education, housing, healthcare, jobs, UBI, environmental justice, any number of things. I like this. So Seattle PD hunting down people and doing civil asset forfeiture now because a cop barely scratched his leg on his bike chain while abusing the public. Cool, cool. Call Gerber Towing. Demand they stop doing business with the Seattle Police Department. It's not a bad idea. Alright, let's see what else do they have up here. It's fucking nuts though. And this is what I was saying. As much as revenge, this is intended to create an air of fear, to let protesters know not only are they subject to assault if they attend a demo, but that there's no safety number because they can round you up one by one, like Tiananmen. Cover your faces, expect your phones to be tracked via location services on your phone, expect they'll make your cell phone company. It's amazing how talented they can be when not protecting or serving. And this is a fair point. Cops are now tracking down and kidnapping protesters for revenge. Yeah, so again, electing more Democrats, giving them more training, not the solution to the problem. And this is the thread from their post from yesterday. From days ago, came with a fleet, towed her car, 30 cops, 1 woman. And this is they maced a mother and her child in their car, and the mother was dragged out and arrested by 30 cops. DEA is tracking protesters, and we are seeing that manifest. Durkan's trash. He needs to resign.
Is her child? Her child is in just an arrest where they're dragging a woman out of a car with a child and macing her in her car. Where's the woman now? The woman has been detained. They put her in her car. Her name is Lauren. Where's her child? Her child is in a car over there with one of her partners. This is going down right on our street, right here. Everyone, Drew by Snacks.
Those people, those cops there are
I'm
all
waving
accomplices.
to let you know this is going down right on our neighborhood. You're this many cops for a woman and her child.
So disgusting.
Getting maced in her car.
Tax dollars hard at work.
In front of everyone when she was screaming, "I'm coming out of the car."
Tax dollars hard at work.
Because of us. Now they're threatening us. Now they're trying to get us to go away.
Did she say her aunt?
I talked to her aunt. Her aunt is in Mount Vernon, and she's calling the bail bondsman, and she's coming to pick up her kid. She just wanted someone to come get her kid.
Have they gotten her medical attention? Because I'm pretty sure she has.
I told her aunt that. And her aunt has my number and my name.
As long as we make sure that she's not just like having a panic attack and suffering right now.
She was maced in her car with her.
I
don't know if the kid was there, but there is a kid somewhere over there.
9-year-old.
Where's the child?
I know, literally.
Where's this little child that was in this car? We want to know where that baby is. It's outside? We're more afraid of you than you are of us, believe it. You're the ones who are militarized. We have phones, you have guns. The kid is safe and in the house now, apparently, and an aunt is coming for the child. We're in our front yard. This is our front yard.
Fucking fascist, man. Fucking fascist. This is from above. It's just another kind of crappy quality video, so I'm not going to show that one. Oh, and then I wanted to go back because there was something about. Oh, here is this it? Yeah, just wanted to show this one. 6 to 7 cop cars, 20 officers arresting one woman who allegedly assaulted cop at the protest. She cried that she was trying to protect her friends who got hit by rubber bullets as their 9-year-old son watched them take her mom away. I mean, again, if she was protecting her friends, you know, who are more than likely peacefully protesting, because the vast majority of police violence in Seattle, from the Seattle Police Department and beyond in the United States, has been directed at peaceful protesters. Sounds like this person who was arrested, Lauren, was protecting her friends from rubber bullets who were probably peacefully protesting, like I said, and now they're charging her with assault as a result of standing up, you know, to these fascist cops who, you know, were attacking her friends with rubber bullets. It's so gross. We need names and badges. Yeah, it's disgusting. We may show you all of our scrapes and bruises when we're attacked by police. Yeah, you politicians are shameful people. You don't believe anything but power. Can't not wait. Well, it's like voting's only half. I mean, it's part of it, but I mean, we see now like real change isn't going to come through the ballot box. I don't think. It's also a crucial point. If she assaulted a cop, she would have been arrested at the scene. This means they had to go back in video and make up a charge that suited them. That's how our justice system works. Anything you can do be considered crime if you look at it in the right way. Yeah, I mean, again, the only solution at this point: abolish the police, defund them, demilitarize, use that money, use that massive amount of money and resources to fund programs of social uplift that actually help people, that address these inequalities that lead to crime. Invest in health care so everybody has good quality health care, high quality education, employment, environmental justice, jobs, etc., child care. Like all of these things will be an exponentially better use of our tax dollars. Again, this is everybody's money is going to the police departments. The vast majority of the city's budget is devoted to the police so they can come out, brutally repress, and snuff out any type of protest that is going on to demand less police brutality, and it's met with more police brutality. There is no reform in the system. Electing more Democratic mayors isn't the solution. Having more training for these police officers isn't the solution. I believe it was in San Diego, a trainer who trained the police in San Diego on, you know, implicit bias and, you know, making them more culturally sensitive and diversity trainings and that type of stuff. They were beat, or they were pepper sprayed or shot with something, and they might not be able to have kids. Now, that's the person who trained the San Diego PD on how to, you know, hopefully work in a more equitable way, and they were brutalized. More trainings, more education is not the problem. We need to get rid of the police. Defund them, demilitarize, use that money for programs of social uplift to address the root causes of crime. Don't keep pouring gasoline on this problem and expect the fire to go out. It's going to keep getting worse until we get the money and resources out of these totally just corrupt, authoritarian police departments that aren't accountable to anybody. That's the only solution as far as I see it.